Greetings, family, friends, and former coworkers. I haven't seen some of you in a long time, so I hope you guys are all doing well. As some of you already know, we're living in pretty surreal times right now with respect to the financial markets. And I expect there to be major changes coming soon, possibly even coming the start of the end of this year. It's my attempt in this video series to inform you guys of phenomenal changes coming and the actions that you can take. So let's get started. This is the Sales Family Financial Discussion. The date is May 16, 2015, and this is presented by myself, Christian Salas. So here's the outline of our presentation. First, we're going to start off part one. We talk about important financial terms and concepts. Then part two, monetary history. Part three, recent monetary history. Part four, current global finance. And part five, family finances. So, part one, important financial terms and concepts. What are the four financial lifestyles and what are the four ways to support yourself financially? Well, according to Robert Kiyosaki, you can be employed. Basically, you work for money. You exchange your time and effort for an income. You don't work, you don't get paid. You can also be self-employed. You work for yourself, but can you take a 6-week holiday and your business keeps on going without you? You can also be a business owner. These people have people working hard for them to generate income. And the most elitists are the investor class. They are the people that have money working hard for them. They can basically play golf and live a good life. And there's different mindsets associated with each of these quadrants. Employee, people who work for others. Basic as an employee, you earn a monthly income no matter what company you work for and gain profit or not. But for reasons you couldn't work anymore. As an employee, there's a boss who can take control of you. Self-employed, you are the boss and employee as well. Some examples are doctors, lawyers, actors, actresses. And as self-employed, you don't have a boss and no one can give you an order. And you can work anytime you want, but your income depends on how much time you work. And there's the business owner. You can own franchises, you can own real estate property. So basically, as a business owner, you are the boss and you have people working for you. They manifest people's time, mind, and energy to make money for you. And last, the most elite are the investor class. So money works for you. If you had a lot of money, just put on all investments, such as paper assets or hard assets, and basically you just live off your investments. All right. So who are the most elite people in the investor class? Who are the top 0.001% of financial elites in the entire world? The answer is the central bankers, such as Abe from Japan, Draghi from the European Central Bank, and Yellen from the Federal Reserve. But these people really are just the public faces. The real people in charge of the central banking system are the people you don't see. And here's a good example. Bill Gates is worth $61 billion in Federal Reserve notes, which is very impressive. Evelyn D. Rothschild, as you'll find out later, the Rothschild family, they're very prominent in the central banking world. And with the exception of 3 countries, every unit of currency on this planet is an IOU to the Rothschild family. So before 9/11, there were reportedly 7 countries without a Rothschild-owned central bank. Now there's only 3 left. Okay. So what is the 5th unstated way to support yourself financially? Well, there's right now in the US, over 100 million people are receiving some form of federal welfare. Every year, this has been going up for the last few decades. And what's the problem with so much people on welfare? It makes people lazy and apathetic towards what's happening in the world. So who cares if there's environmental destruction, there's corruption, as long as I'm getting my free food stamps or whatever, and free income from my pensions or disability or veterans, whatever. As long as you can get free money, you don't care what happens. So what's an asset and what's a liability? And what does term cash flow mean? So these are the most important terms in finance. An asset, in simplest terms, is anything that puts money in your pocket. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. Some common assets are stocks and bonds, savings account, property owner renting to others. Liabilities are unpaid credit cards, car loans, mortgages, college loans, boat loan. Cash flow is important for business owners and investor class because for any business or any investments, there's risk associated with it. But that's all right as long as you have enough cash flow to cover the cost of your business. So what's the difference between a hard asset, also known as a tangible asset, versus a soft, also known as a paper asset? So here are some common examples of hard assets: land, property, commodities, minerals, resources, businesses. Paper assets are what are made by financial institutions such as major banking institutions. Some examples are currency, stocks, bonds, 401k, savings, checking, pension, social security, etc. So this concludes part one. We'll continue in part two, monetary history.